if you're gonna add 5 things to your business, you gotta remove 3. So for example, if I told you as we get into this morning the geometric growth stuff, if all of a sudden you're like, oh, I wanna add that new source, or hey, I wanna add that new way of doing business, something else has to give. Because last time I checked, none of you have an enormous amount of free time, right or wrong.
All right, so we're here in Nashville, Tennessee for the Tom Ferry Blueprint event. This is where we're gonna learn about expanding our business, especially being team leaders in the real estate space. So we're looking forward to it. Let's get after it.
Everything you're saying, I'm like spot on.
Well, I think YouTube's the best way to transition out of a part-time or full-time job, because if I worked 8 hours a day, it would be very difficult for me to come home and try to prospect for 2 hours a day to try to stay consistent. But if you come home and make a video Monday through Friday, you have 5 videos you made per week. Now you only publish 2 or 3, but then you stay consistent on that. You're always gonna be banked ahead. You're always gonna have videos in the queue. And then I promise within about 3 months, 2 to 3 months, you'll start getting your calls and you'll start doing transactions. And to me, that's the easiest way to transition.
Sellable teams, sellable assets, planning out for the next 3 to 5 years. What is your business going to look like in 2025? So I wrote down a lot of notes. I mean, one of the main things for myself and Travis is that we are looking how to grow our business and to have strong exit strategies. This is not something, selling real estate until we're 80 years old is not something either of us are looking to do. Now, we will have a business and we will run that business, but also if we can sell that off for a good number, there is a big difference in how to build that out and how to position your team to become a sellable asset, and that's the biggest thing I've taken away so far. First year in real estate, only did YouTube, that was it. We closed 64 transactions, 33.5 million in volume, 1,007,000 in GCI.
Do me a favor, grab this, come up front.
I believe video is the real 4-hour work week. That's what it is, because really, YouTube does not take you time, YouTube makes you time. And not only does YouTube make you time, it compounds your time. You see, our channel, if you look at our analytics, was watched. These are watch hours, 66,700 hours last year. That's equivalent to 7.6 years. So that means our channel prospected for us in a 1-year time frame, equivalent to 7.6 years. That's a compound effect. I think we're right on track, and that's really what this event was about. It's given me confirmation that we are taking the right steps and the right moves. Now, the reason we're doing that is because we've actually researched and planned all this out ahead of time. Because if you treat real estate like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. If you treat real estate like a business, it'll pay you like a business.
And we're just wrapping up Tom Ferry Blueprint. I don't know about you, but we had some big takeaways. Most importantly, we got a chance to talk with Tom Ferry in front of the entire group and got his cell phone number, and he said, let's hang out in Dallas.
And we're going to be on his podcast. So we got invited over to his place. We're going to do a podcast with him. It's going to be sick.
So keep an eye out for that, and we'll see you at the next event.